Hey, my name is Justin Case, and I want to talk to you about the Helium mobile network. Just to begin, for those people not familiar with the Helium network, it is a decentralized network where people like you and me are incentivized to get their devices and put it in our houses or places of business or somewhere outside where people can connect to them. And in return, we get their cryptocurrency. We get it, first of all, as part of a POC or proof of coverage process for about the next 5 years, where they just want to make sure that it's located where we say it is and people can connect to it. But long term, through the life of the network, we also get paid via data transfer. So for people using the network, when they transfer data, we get about 50 cents per gigabyte. Now, that being said, things are changing on the network constantly, so I wanted to look at whether it was worth it in terms of the ROI right now. Now, the Helium network token is called Mobile. Helium actually has 5 tokens. One is called H&T, one is called Mobile, and one is called IoT. But when it comes to getting paid through the Helium network, on the mobile side, you get paid via mobile tokens. And their mobile token right now is worth 0.003. When I last talked about this, I think the mobile token was somewhere around like 0.0045, but it has gone down recently. So it's at 0.003. The IoT token's at 0.002. Mobile used to be double that, so it's kind of sad to see it's only 50% the amount of IoT now, but maybe that's a great time to switch all your IoT to mobile. Just saying. All right, now all of that said, first we want to talk about the devices that connect to the network. And when it comes to the mobile network, we're talking about Helium Mobile's $20 unlimited plan. So with this plan, you of course get your phone service and you get data, as it says, unlimited data. It says here you get slowdowns after 30 gigabytes, and tethering is limited to 5 gigabytes a month. So just some other things to consider if you're getting it. But the benefit of it right now is if you have it, you also have the option of getting rewards via their service through discovery mapping. So they're trying to map their network, figure out where they are lacking, and figure out in the future how they can resolve that. So right now they're offering, again, mobile tokens. And I've noticed that the mobile tokens have gone down quite a bit. So I first connected to their network on January 4th and was earning around that time about 1,245 tokens. Now, as of yesterday, I'm only getting 984 tokens. Now, they say that this is all based off of the number of mapping events, but honestly, I have a lot of mapping events and it doesn't seem to be related. It seems like there are X amount of people on the network, and the amount of money that is given between us are just divided by that amount of people, and they're dropped around 6 p.m. Mountain Time every day. So that being said, it used to be 1,245, but as so many people have joined the network, it's now gone below 1,000 to 984. So that being said, is it still worth doing? Well, if you decide to get the Helium Mobile Unlimited plan just to make money, sure, it's still worth doing. Let's even just say it goes all the way down by the end of the month to 800, and we're looking, it stayed at 800 a day instead of 800 being an average. But assuming that was true, at 800 times 0.0003, we're still looking at 800 times 0.003, we're still looking at $2.40 a day. Multiply that by 30 days, that's $72. If we subtract the $20 for the plan, we're still making $52 a month by having this plan. Now, let's say it goes down $10 every month for until it goes to nothing, right? That still means we have 5 months before we have to say, yep, canceling service, not making money anymore on it. But by that time, you might be used to having it. You might be actually paying for your account through mobile tokens. So maybe you keep it, right? I mean, I'd love for you to keep it because at the end of the day, my hope is I will be doing data transfers from your device. So that leads us into then the ROI for the mobile hotspot. So first of all, my point with having the service, the subscription service, is still worth it. Probably still be worth it for the next 6 months. We'll see come July where things stand. But right now, still seems worth it. When it comes to the mobile hotspot, this mobile hotspot is a Wi-Fi hotspot. And they have two kinds. They have an indoor one that doesn't go that far, about 150 feet. And then they have an outdoor one, which I think goes about 880 feet. So the outdoor one is $4.99, and it's hard to argue the value with the outdoor one because it really is dependent upon your location and the distance that you can do it with. In other words, how far of an area, how wide of an area the outdoor hotspot will be able to give Wi-Fi coverage for. Where the indoor hotspot, it's pretty generic, and I have the indoor hotspot, so I can actually look at those numbers. But the same thing happened there. So I got the indoor hotspot up, and by the way, as you can see, the indoor hotspot is $249. But okay, I got the indoor hotspot up on December 30th, and it was making 1,554 mobile token at the time. And now, just yesterday, it's only making 964. Now, again, these numbers can change because if you do transfers of data, you get paid 50 cents a gigabyte, and they pay that in, well, their cryptocurrency, mobile. So if you look on, say, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all these numbers are low. They're all below 1,000. And that's how much on average you're going to be making right now with the mobile hotspot. But if you look on Thursday, I put like 3 gigabytes of data through on Thursday because I was going on a plane and I was downloading Netflix movies to watch on the plane. So yeah, that's why it's suddenly almost 2,500 on Thursday. So my point being is if you want an accurate read, certainly it's already making under 1,000, and we can look at the same numbers. If we just average this and say by the end of the month it could be 800, then we're still seeing, again, 800 times 0.003, and then just multiply that by 30. So we're still seeing something around $72 a month. And if we take 250 and divide that by 72, it could take, I'm going to say because I'm rounding up here, 4 to 6 months, because the amount you're getting is going down before you pay off the hotspot. So that being said, it's probably worth having the mobile unlimited plan more at this point than it's worth getting a mobile hotspot. But the mobile hotspot can do data transfer. And if you are in an area where you are going to get more data transfer, if you put it somewhere where there's many people that have the mobile subscription plan and they're hanging out there, it could be a mall, could be your buddy's nail salon, could be, I'd say, the movie theater, because I mean I don't watch those previews, right? I'm on my phone during previews. So yeah, data transfer, right? Could be worth it. But that being said, if you're not getting data transfer, if you're not going to put it in a place where data transfer is going to happen, and that means including you not having the subscription plan yourself to do data transfer, then it may not be of any value after, say, 6 months from now. Now, I bought one planning on putting it in a good location. So I will have to let you know once I do whether anybody goes there or not, whether I'm getting any data transfer. That being said, also, then there's the mobile hotspot. It's hard to argue with this outdoor mobile hotspot on how much it makes. You really need to go to the planner that Helium Mobile has, their coverage planner, and put the numbers in and determine whether you're going to get a good amount or not. Now, this was, for example, my friend's house. I wanted to see what Nate was going to get. We put some numbers in, and we estimated that with the Helium Mobile Outdoor Hotspot, he'd be making about 3,203 in terms of proof of coverage, which again, as more radios go online, means that number is going to go down. But that's what we were looking at, and that's about $10 a day. So you really need to crunch those numbers on the planner to see if it's viable or not to have the outdoor hotspot. I'm going to talk about the last one too, because besides that, as you might notice online here, it says already there are 3,190 Wi-Fi radios online. So that's a lot, and that's why these numbers are going down fast. But there is also 7,583 CBRS radios. Now, I don't know if they're going to continue to do them or not. I had complained for the last couple weeks that Freedom Fi is still selling them. They should knock it off and tell people that if the Helium mobile system is not going to use CBRS radios, then you shouldn't show them. But look what happened to freedomfi.com. So just recently, they got rid of all this information and they said go to hellohelium.com, who obviously isn't offering CBRS radios. So there you go. I worry that this means they're totally done with them. I do believe they're just trying to figure out what the problems are. And once the problems are resolved, they're going to want them because they have so much better coverage. But until they do, I'll tell you that they're not transferring data right now. You're not going to get data rewards. You're only going to get proof of coverage rewards. So if your proof of coverage is good according to the planner, that may be great for you. But long term, if they can't figure out those problems, I mean, we were talking about for the outdoor hotspot, $500 and $250 for the indoor hotspot. But that CBRS radio plus the Freedom Fi gateway is like over $2,600 plus tax. So, it's a lot of money to invest in something that may not be worth it at the end. That said, again, check the planner. All right, well, I just wanted you to look at these numbers as things are changing. I'm worried that new people who are going in and getting the hotspots, you're not going to find that it's really worth it anymore. I mentioned that there are some other opportunities out there in terms of for CBRS users, maybe moving over to another network. But honestly, the values in that still seem low. Still looking for solutions out there where we can jump over, just like there are many solutions right now to jump out of Helium for your IoT devices and jumping on other networks to repurpose those IoT devices. So, sorry, I'm talking about the LoRa. For those of you not familiar, the LoRa Helium hotspots, they can be repurposed. And please do check out my other videos regarding that. Okay, hey, I want to thank you for your time watching this video. At the end of the day, things still look okay, but I'm saying that the rewards are dropping soon. And if you want me to keep updates like this regularly, then do like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.